Okay, we're back. I see the live. It's back. This is good. We're back. So we're going to restart. I had to restart the stream because I don't know what's wrong with my chat. It doesn't like me or something. Letting people know from the old stream that we are doing that. So I hope everybody understands that we're doing that again. So just looking at my phone, sometimes things don't always go as what you plan them to be. Nothing ever goes as planned for me. So as some of you know that I took my second COVID shot. But to get my second COVID shot was a little bit of a what we call a pain in the ass to get there because they weren't running the trains down by where I live. So I had to take a local train to get uptown. And when you take the local train to get uptown, it's an extra 30 minutes on my time. So I was like, oh, on Saturday trying to get to my vaccination appointment. Sunday was a little bit different because when I woke up on Sunday morning, my arm was all sore and my shoulder was really, really sore. Then what happened in the middle of Sunday, and Michelle knows this, I got a little cold, but when I went to sleep last night, I got a fever. So we are going to be coloring, but first we're going to be doing a steampunk art adult coloring book by Demeter Victoria. So this is the latest one. The company is Blondia. Demeter Victoria is just the brand that they publish on this. But the real the company is Blondia. So this is part one. I've already selected the picture we'll be coloring, which is this one. I like this man and the owl. Surprisingly, I'm starting to like owls again. And I have, I think, Tales from the Forest Kingdom coming in because of Robin. And then I have a new Galena High. She's the one that does those really nice anime girls in different styles. You may not be familiar with her work, but she does beautiful work herself. So, but I do like these pictures a lot. To Tinkerer. I always wonder what they're going to do next to Demeter Victoria. So next week we'll start giving out books again. Just because right now I have to take I have to do some breathing room, and especially after what I just spent this weekend on things. So I just need a little bit of a breathe. But I like this one too with the flowers, the bricks. You could do all kinds of things with that. Like this one too. You know, that is a very pretty book, Circle of Life, but it's not for me. You know, I know what I like to color and I know what I don't like to color, but that's just a too intricate book for me to color. And it ain't personal towards the illustrator. It's just not my style. Besides, right now I'm trying to de-stash, so it's very different. I'm still adding stuff to next week's giveaway pile because I'm going through stuff and I'm logging stuff in. And right now I have about 264 books logged in. This is minus anything completed. So then it's this one. And then you have a part two, which is the same pictures as part one. So I'm just going to get the blotter page out. Get the blotter page out. Get the blotter page out. That's the one I picked. That's wonderful. I love when books come that you're expecting. The worst thing happens when the books come but they get damaged. See, that's why I stopped ordering from AliExpress because the books always came damaged. I didn't like when the books came damaged. Now I have sprees, I have my Copics out, I have some towel trees. I'm actually starting to go, believe it or not, because I've used markers in a lot of my color by number books. They're starting to dry up a little bit, some of my towel trees. So that was what I was primarily using my towel trees. Sorry, these were colors I was using in my other thing. I was using them for a mandala that I was coloring earlier from one of the Camellia books, the Camellia Andrakova books. So what color should we make her hair? I'm thinking number 21. 21. Yeah. I know, I had seen that, and I'm sorry I interrupted your stream. I did some more work on my Chuck Pinson diamond painting today. Brunette, okay. There has to be certain things I'm in the mood to color. You know, everybody here got their fairy tale special really late, which means we'll probably get our steampunk one late from Matt Davison. You're welcome, Kim. They charged me because here's the thing. As for media mail in my coloring books, one of the packages came back. Was going to come back, but then I had to go to the post office. I had to send them money. And they told me, no. Coloring books are not medium there. Yeah, because if they check it and they find that it's not, yeah, coloring books are not considered medium there. So they charged me a lot of money to send Keely her books. You're welcome. You know what's funny is when I was going through my selection of books and fairies too. Some of you may have seen that fairy that I did on Instagram. Yesterday I posted it. Well, I only have 4 more pictures left to do in that book, and I'm kind of torn when I finish it because I really like how the pictures all came in that book. I'm wondering if I should keep it or get rid of it because, honest to God, you know, it'll be one less book to package. Or should I just keep it for the meantime? Hi, Lucia, colorista. How are you today? Well, I wasn't supposed to, and then somehow my little fingers got tricked into buying another pen because they were just too pretty to pass up the ones that he had dropped today. This is from the new steampunk one by Steampunk Art by Demita Victoria. This is my spree. It is not my Tao tree. So what happened was Nicholas of Cesblau Tours. He's the guy who does the French pens. Not Sarge, but Nicholas. He also is from France, and he does these amazing, amazing pens. You pick a blank, and he will turn it for you. But you also have to pick the shape, and he's like got 12 different shapes. But today he did a pen drop, so I'm trying to get one from Michelle too. And by the time I did it, it was all. By the time I was able to get Michelle's, it had already been cart jacked. Everybody goes, "What is cart jacked?" Cart jack means is you're ready to check out, and someone it's just a little bit faster than you, so you don't get it. So what's happening now with pen turners, I'm noticing, and with a lot of diamond pens, and I'm very thankful now. I noticed this thing. No problem, Danielle. But what I'm noticing right now about with the diamond painting pens is that they're going so fast on the Facebook groups. It's like, and places like Etsy and people's own personal stores, is that everything is going so fast that it's like insane to keep up with how much stuff gets put through the thing. And sometimes you see something and then somebody else sees something, and so you're competing with other people now just to get pens. It's like insanity. To try to get pens now. So I've got two coming from Nicholas, one going to Michelle. I also purchased Michelle a diamond painting pen. For her, so she can have a new pen. And I chose the guy from France because he's the only one that had any purple blanks. I was trying to get them in her favorite color. It's really hard to get certain colors too when you do pen blanks. I notice everybody's really liking the flower girl blanks, but I think to turn, a flower girl pen is like almost $60, $70 to turn. That's a lot of money for a pen. Have I spent that? Yes, on my baby Yoda pen, but that was because that was absolutely worth it. You're very welcome, Michelle. I was so hoping that my diamond painted wax would be here, my dream wax would be here, but no such luck. But my coffee did come. I was running low on my Lavazza coffee, the ground coffee. It came today, so yes. And this is my first cup of coffee today, believe it or not, because I've been drinking tea almost the last 2 days. Hair always takes the longest for me when I color. The thing I like about it is that you can practice here on this book, the Evelyn Liza books, the Pink Lipper. It is not a cup, but it is a cup of coffee. What are you, English? What are you trying to be, a Sammy? A cup of a tea, a cup of a coffee, a cup of gin. You are not English. Gin is really good, actually. If you have just a little tiny bit of gin in your coffee, it's even better. No, I shouldn't talk about this with that. No, I'm thinking blue and green. Steampunk art by Demita Victoria. Yeah, looked at the previous stream. Number 17. Blue the inner, the green out. Look how much is left of my sparkle pop. $65. You never know when you pick the wrong blue, but you can still make it work. You're like, I could still make that work. Hello to everybody coming in. Wow, 12 people. Michelle, did you say something to people? There are a lot of people in this stream. Orange. No, I'm going to have to get another set of Sparkle Pops soon. I'm a little upset about that, but glad they're being used, you know? And you notice that I have this on that. I have that on that because sometimes the blotter pages move on me when I'm coloring, and I don't know why they do that. And lately, remember that coloring having the steampunk fashions ones that we did? Well, when the page, I didn't realize one of the blotter pages had moved, so some of the ink got onto the other page. No! We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. Well, this is steampunk, you know? Meaning you don't have to follow the exact rules of how to color it. And I had a bagel for lunch that I got around the corner. Yes, I have a bagel store. It's very expensive, but I do every once in a while frequent it because I don't know once in a while you want something different than what you have in the house. Don't get me wrong, I love the food, but I'll use a towel tree to go over the lines because the smaller lines, just because it's smaller, the towel tree, and it gets in those lines much better. Someone asked me, what markers do you get if you don't like these big ones? Someone said they didn't like the big ones. And my recommendation is if you don't like big markers like this, you're not going to like the Copics. So someone asked me, what is the best marker to get if you don't like those? Then I would say Crayola Super Tips, because those are thin too. Maybe Sharpies or Blicks. But Sharpies can be thick too. It doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be the same as that. It just, but I recommend these if you have a problem with thick markers. I recommend these. To anybody who's wondering what these are towel trees and they're skinny markers, but they work just as well as any other marker out there. $54. Do not ask me to make her a blog. Though I bet somebody took an image and made it into a blog. Do you guys know that I have an Assassin's Creed coloring book? Sometimes you find things when you're going through your collection that you were not aware that you had. I'm now thinking red for the outer jacket. Someone asked me, what are the best markers that you've had in a long time? Well, I really like my sprees. I love my Copics, but I don't use my Copics depending on what I'm doing with them. You know, like if I do use my Copics, I tend to use them in the things like the Linda Ravenscroft book, the more expensive ones. Also, guys, there was a photo by Nadia Z that I'm thinking of purchasing on Etsy. It's called Hades and Persephone. I was thinking of buying it. I almost did buy it and do it for today, but since I had the steampunk heart one, I did not do that. I wanted to do this one instead. Thinking red glitter. Then remember, we got the house to do. No stream tomorrow because I'm working. My name is Grace, and I am a coloring book addict, a diamond painting addict, and a diamond pen addict. No, I thought this would be easy, but I'm finding that this is not as easy as it looks. Now we go back to 65. Wish I knew what happened to my white pencil I had over here. You know, I have this white pencil. I wouldn't say I'm a comic book addict as much as my brother is, but I do collect them. And I'm starting to go through them again as well. I'm thinking about getting some praise. Getting them graded and then seeing what the price goes for some of those books on that eBay, because if your books are graded, you get about 20-30% more buck value. Yes, I am a mark addict, a colored pencil hole. This is colored pencil addict. But you're not called a marker addict. If you're called a marker addict, you're a marker mania. You're a colored pencil when you're a colored pencil hole. Number 12. Now I know she's going to say purple, 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 purple. After watching the flip through, how many of you are going to go out and buy this book? And that's, I like the red with the blue. How am I an enabler addict? I don't enable anybody. I haven't enabled anybody. Nisi is the enabler, not me. And if you guys don't know who Nisi is, that's Dollar Diva. Why does red always go over green horribly? Done. Not recently. Where's my white pencil? I don't see my white. I must take one from the polys. Everybody, white from Polychromos. Oh, look, purple. Look, Michelle, your favorite color, purple. Ooh, glitter punch. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. don't have hot water here. Well, not up here. Downstairs I have hot water, but not up here. So guys, start thinking about what color the house should be. No, it's probably going to be something weird with the sky. I haven't yet figured out. I know, but I still have a lot of it. I shouldn't have done that, Kim. And how would you know that I happen to have refills? We all know how much Grace likes her glitter. Although my pandas did not have glitter. I'm still working on that. I just haven't gotten a chance to work on it. Not every color has refills. But I do, actually, yeah. I don't buy gel pens unless they have refills. I mean, the Pentel Sparkle Pops were a different exception. Trust me, if Pentel Sparkle Pop gave us refills, they'd be selling those refills. Yeah, and the card store by where I work, the one on Lexington Avenue, decided to close its doors. They closed, so I'm a little disappointed in that. Hello, I'm live. How was your day? There's half a bagel left. Yeah, I had a bagel, but I only ate half of it. So, yes, Mom's home. But she wasn't supposed to be home till 5, 6 o'clock. I really like the pictures in this one book. Toasted bagel. Toasted everything bagel with cream cheese. I tap into like an everything bagel. Or plain bagel. You know what I mean? Like the toasted, the everything bagel, I'd say is my favorite bagel. But I do like the cinnamon raisin bagel on occasion as well too. So I guess it all depends on what, mood I'm in. Yeah, I did a little bit more work on my Chuck Pinson today, so. No, when I took that photo, sometimes we don't see the diamond painting coming along until we like take a photo of it, and then you don't get to see how that. No, I didn't see that thing there. Well, one time, one of the markers exploded on me, and I was like, "Why did this explode? What is the color?" And I didn't know what color it was. I literally had to go through all the markers to find out which color had exploded because it had like all these awful, awful marks on it. I'm like, "What happened here? What would cause this?" It wasn't fun to figure out which marker was causing the problem. Well, of course, it had to have been a purple one that exploded. And been having to do this with some of my books, my newer books. I don't know why, but some of my newer some of my newer Demeter Victoria aren't staying still when I open the books. Like something's wrong with the way the binding is sticking, so I've had to do them with a clipboard. Anybody know what the issue is like that? Or am I the only one having that issue? Really? I don't even trust me. $145 in the towel trees. Yes. They're just taking a break right now. From what I understand. Well, that happens. They're on break right now. I think the reason why they're on break is because they had so many issues. Boom, boom, boom. And then they got burnt out. We've always had issues with artists. 56. Some artists have complained that they're not getting paid correctly by the company, from what I understand. I think that's the new issue. Green 56. I stopped buying for a while because I was like, no, too many issues, too many new things coming out. So I think also at the time I was pretty sure I was invested in her new stuff. I'm sure they'll come back soon. It's just a matter of, settling their issues and then they have to recharge. Like right now, I won't buy Ava Brown unless it's grayscale because every time she comes out with a new book, I'm like, nope, I want that in grayscale. They should, because it's always fun to see what people want. When I look at those groups, I see what people overall want. Like that's a good idea to take people's and to see what people want. See, this is what I recommend for people who have hand arthritis, but they don't like clunky markets. You don't like clunky markets like this, you can always get the Tau trees. That's just an idea for people who are wondering. And this is number 67. I guess this could count for color your board since this is the first picture. Hold on, I want an orange and yellow. The best yellows. No, I don't need you. Green and yellow. These are Copics. Cadmium orange. Nope, wrong end. This is the traditional Copic. Hi, Robin. How are you? We are coloring out of my new book, Steampunk Art by Demita Victoria. This is a grayscale. I did a flip through of this early in the stream. This is the second stream because the first stream I couldn't get the chat to work on regular. Something always goes wrong. So these are Copics. These are lighting. This is lighting in yellow. That deal probably is. That's lightning in yellow. Y18. Sometimes I form a little outline. I did watch Mortal Kombat on HBO Max. It was very good. Always laundry. Okay. Now what is my skin tone? I'm gonna go into the straight for skin tone. Straights have very good skin tone, but they go really fast in my set. Here's number 29. Number 29. '29 is the skin tone. Oh, I don't like when that happens. Now, what color should we do the house? F02 and 84. I don't like gray. No, maybe you're right. 84. I will do gray. Now that you mentioned it. Well, I have to wait a few more days before my washing machines get replaced. Yeah, that's on the 22nd they got rid of the machine, so everybody on the 21st was going crazy in my building trying to get those machines. Yeah, and then we're going to do it gray. This color goes so fast. 84 and 77 go fast, like my skin tones do. The spray has very good skin tones. I mean, it's not a lot of skin tones. I think it's like 4 skin tones, maybe 5 if you lie it right. You know, Michelle, you are right. Gray would make a nice contrast. Marker Monday. Oh, I like that. Marker Monday. FO2. You ever pick pictures that you think look easy, and then when you start doing them, they're not as easy as they look? What is crazy middles? Let's go get a gray. How about a warm gray, everybody? Oh no. Was he in a lot of pain? Oh, okay. There's this cute little cat channel actually that I watch, and it has the cutest little cats. They're called Munchkin. They do all kinds of things. They're like my favorite cat. And the cats are adorable. Let's see how this looks when it's all dried. She wanted gray. So we used Sprees, gel pens. We use Sprees, Pentel Sparkle Pop, a color gel pen, Tau Trees, and two Copic markers. There's also 3 channels. Basically, they're run by the same person. Each of the channels is a different dog. There's another channel. There's another 3 channels, but basically it's the same family. It's called This is Bailey, Rocky, and Teddy. Basically, Bailey is the golden retriever, Teddy is the Saint Bernese, and Rocky is the German Shepherd. So, you know, he has all the puppy videos and all this other stuff. So it has like the cutest stuff in it. So now we're waiting for this to dry. As you can see, it dries up. I think the gray was a nice touch, Michelle. Thank you for the gray. I wouldn't have thought to have done the gray like that. We can thank Michelle for the gray because I wasn't thinking about the gray, but when she said that, I was like, oh, that could work. And I'm kind of glad now that I did do it because this is warm gray. I don't use my grays too much. It's kind of like that thing where a lot of us don't use brickwork, or we're doing something with the cave, or we're doing a so I'm just putting the Sprees away. Sprees. And this is the one that I'm currently doing. That goes in finished. This is the one I'm currently doing in Magical Fairies by Danita Victoria. This is the hardcover one. As you can see, I haven't done much in it. Flying everywhere. But this is the one that I'm doing in Magical Fairies. I haven't gotten much done in her yet, but you can tell that I've spent some time doing it. So that's what I'm doing in Magical Fairies. So now that it's dried, I really like the gray with the colors. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I hope everybody had a good time. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, social distances, and remember to get vaccinated when it's your turn. Bye, everybody.